to another episode of God knows what this show is. Welcome again. We always transport petty grievances. We also are transporting yours Monday to Thursday on UCT Radio. But for now, we are on the podcast. Welcome to the podcast.
Yay.
Yay!
Let's kick it off with what we've had it with, as we always do on this show. Yorke, let's start with you. What have you had it with?
So I was doing some assignments in the library this week, and I've had it when people can't mind their business. You know, when people walk past and they're like, because I was editing a film, so it's for my short film, and people were walking past and then they'd like stop and they're like watching me edit. And I'm like, just leave me alone.
But guys, also I have that privacy screen thing.
That's why I got the privacy screen, because I didn't want people to see, because they were always like, their eyes are just like the corner of the eyes just eyeing my phone. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like I'm talking to the president or anything, but I just don't want you in my business.
I'm low-key that person, I won't lie. I hate when people do that to me, but I'm low-key that person.
You looking into people's phones?
Not all the time, not like that, not like in class or whatever, and it's only with people, like, if it's like within my direct eye line, like you can't expect me not to look. Like if you take,
Hey,
like,
you like people's business.
So shocking, hey? Yo, I'm actually shaking. I can't
bad.
believe it. I mean, okay, I guess.
Have you ever looked at any of our phones between
No.
me and Tshegofatso?
No, I'm not that
boring.
interested. Sorry.
Okay.
You're so weird. Like, you're weird.
You were just complaining. You're like you don't want me to, and now you're offended that I don't look at your phone.
No,
what do you
but-
want from me?
But your excuse for it is like, oh, no.
As if you guys are not that interesting. I'm not going to be
I
looking at
didn't
your
say
phone.
you're not that interesting.
Sounded
I just
like
said
you were
I'm
saying
not
it.
that interested in like. I don't know. Who have you got to talk to that I'm gonna be like, ooh, who's Jack talking to? Who's Tshegofatso talking to? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just beating us down this
It's like
this afternoon.
it's like some of my friends. I don't know if they're being secretive. They're like, who are you talking to? That's what I want to know. I
Oh,
want to know the tea.
I don't.
I mean, let's back to your point about the library. There's a lot of things going on, like deep things that we need to dive in about the library. Because I was at the library for the first time this year, and I've been in this university for how long now? For about
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, a long time. And my first time at the library, it's the desk that sit like this, and then you are actually looking face to face with the person.
Yeah, it's so
I'm
I don't
like-
crazy.
those.
What is happening at the library? Is this what you
I've-
guys do?
It's crazy.
I
Some
don't-
people even nap in there. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
That's the
people
thing.
go and
People
sit
are
on the
napping.
chairs and
I'm like,
I hate that.
go home. Like, go home.
Exactly.
and then the person's like, they're snoring now. I'm like, where are we? What is this?
Or they go in to like watch TikTok and sit on the couches. I'm like, this is the library. Like, don't you have somewhere better to do that? That's kind of depressing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I hate the library.
I don't like the library. I like it was
I
my
don't-
first time and it was definitely my last time. I'm never going back there ever.
I'm
again.
just there to like print, but I've never like sat and studied.
I've never
'Cause,
used
like,
a printer in this
I
university.
can just go study at home. Like, what's happening?
Don't you have chairs at home? That's always my
Yeah.
thought. Like, don't you have like a chair
I
at
study
home?
in
Like,
bed. Like, I have a
Same.
desk, but I've never sat on it.
that
Like,
is
this,
quite weird.
This whole year, I haven't sat on that desk.
Hey man.
I know.
So on your bed, what do you have? Do you have one of those pads things that you put on top and then
Put it right
the-
on my lap and start
Same.
getting to work.
Yeah.
put it right on my lap and
That's why my
That's
back
what-
is actually so bad. Because I just
Same.
make a plan.
fix your ways.
No, I'm fine, actually.
It's so much more comfortable on the bed.
Yeah.
Just like,
But I don't know, but like I don't think properly when I'm in bed. I end up just like wanting
You
to
see,
watch
it's a lack
series or
of
movie.
discipline.
Saying the person who wakes up and studies in bed, you probably even eat dinner in bed, breakfast and everything else.
There's like, we have little chairs in like the kitchen. They put like a little island thing. But I'm not going to sit there. Like, that's crazy.
That's-
It's like this thing, like it's a round table with like 2 chairs.
Yeah.
But like the kitchen is small as well. So it's just like, no. So I just eat in bed. I do everything. And there's nowhere else to go.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I always have to like do my bedding because there's always catch up on it. I swear, if you come to my house right now, there's catch up. There's catch up in my sheets.
Yeah.
Wow.
And breadcrumbs that exfoliate my skin at night in my sheets, I swear.
Okay, there you have it. Never visit Tshegofatso.
No,
Never.
you can, but you're going to
Just
be
warn her.
exfoliated. Exactly.
Okay, so let's move on from Yorke. We totally get your point, Shem Yorke. I feel many people do feel like had it with the library. Tshegofatso, what have you had it with?
I've had it with people who constantly ooh,
Ooh.
who constantly seek advice, but they never take it. Do you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
I have a friend. I'm sorry. I have a friend
Like this.
Who's-
Sorry, buddy.
always asking me, like, who's always telling me, like, her problems, like, in her relationship. And then she asks for advice. And I'm always like, leave. Especially, like, I'm not going to blast her, but, like, there's a lot of things that are, like, it's certain things where you actually can't stay. Do you know what I'm saying? And she'll ask for the advice, and I'll tell her, but she'll stay. And then she keeps coming back for more. Like, no, you already didn't listen to me. I don't want to talk to you about it anymore. Like,
Why ask me if you're not
Exact-
going to take the advice?
exactly.
And it irritates me so much.
And then it's like, you don't take the advice, and then it backfires, and then you come back. No.
Then you come back crying. I'm like, if you just listened to me the first time.
Like, especially with situations where it's, like, really toxic. It's like,
But have you guys been in a toxic relationship or situation?
yeah,
It's not like
it's not easy.
you have to just like, oh, well, my friend said I must leave, so
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, I understand that.
But then it's irritating from my
Yeah,
side.
for the receiving point
Like,
of
please stop sending me 8-minute voice notes talking about this and that happened. I'm exhausted. Like,
But
we got to a point where we literally did not speak for like a year.
damn.
Cause like,
yeah,
please,
toxic relationships do break up friendships actually.
Yeah,
they do
do.
because
That we
you
don't talk
start.
about
You
enough.
also start prioritizing your partner, and it just starts getting a bit weird.
But that's also a narcissist's like first thing that they do is they break your relationships and isolate you.
I'm
That's
dead
what
sorry,
we spoke about
sorry.
this the other day.
This one time, Yorke and I were walking to the gym, and he was like, "You know, narcissists. That's their strategy."
That's
He's
what
so
they
well
do.
informed about it. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Shame, narcissism. Anyway,
Okay. Shame.
so what I wanted to say about that was I used to have a friend also who always was asking for advice and then didn't use the advice. And I mean, I'm going to ask you, hey, but we spoke about this and then what happened? Didn't you do what I said you must do? And then they're like, no, it's not that easy, friend. You know, there's like things that you don't know. And I'm like, why then are you going to come to a person that there's certain things that I don't know and I'm going to give you advice and you're not even going to use it because there's things that I don't know.
Oh my
Why
goodness,
did you come to
that's
me?
so true.
Nah?
That's so true because now you're not disclosing everything, so I can't give you proper advice.
Now
on
it's like
what you're asking
I'm
me
the
about.
person who doesn't know what to say. You
and
know?
I'm breaking you guys up. Like, no.
Weirdo.
Truly.
Okay, let me tell you what I've had it with. You know the forced philanthropy that is the forced philanthropy that has been creeping for years in the customer service business.
I just love the way you put
I
that.
also love
like,
the way- like-
oh my.
Oh yeah, welcome to the
Yo,
podcast.
you are so sophisticated in your delivery.
There was so many.
She was like, I want to use the word delivery.
There were so many ways you could have said that. And
You know, I
how
could have
you're
just said, stop asking out for 5 rand.
Like,
Yeah,
Funale
forced
drama, and it's
philanthropy.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, man, the forced philanthropy. I'm like, sissy, no.
Yeah.
And what they've started doing now is, okay, firstly, before I go to this, when I was at this place that usually asks for like 2 rands, you know, and then this one time, the lady said, would you want to donate like a 5 rand? I was like, when did we move from
crazy.
a 2 rand to 5 rand?
She wanted to pocket the 3 rand. I can't believe you.
I'm like, that's wild. Sissy, a 5 rand.
5
rand is
rand.
crazy.
No,
It
no.
can't
And I
be.
don't care if the bill's 1,000 rand. The 5 rand is gonna put me off. I'm sorry.
Over the
He's
1,000.
throwing me off my budget.
And it's always a matter of, do these children that we are apparently doing the giving for, are they even receiving this money?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. But probably, why would they lie? I mean, okay, not why would they lie, but like, seriously, guys. I think, yeah, but not all of it.
But my problem is, because I think I learned about this in business studies somewhere years ago. They were talking about how an organization or company does CPS or CPR. I think CPS is the campus is the campus
And
protection
CPR
services.
is the
What are we talking about?
it's the thing where you bring someone back to life. So what are we talking about?
Okay.
CPR.
Yes, I know. It's bringing back people to life.
Yes.
That's what she said. Bringing back people to life. CPS. Is it
Because
CPS?
It's so annoying.
It's corporate something responsibility where they go to the community and
Responsibility ends with is an R.
Yes, that's what I said.
CPS.
CPR because that's where the R came from in my mind.
Oh, Okay.
You know?
No, maybe. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's a thing.
Yeah, maybe it's a thing. I don't know. But the company goes out and then hands out like food and does all those things under their name. So that's what, and then they get like a tax
Yeah.
deduction, things like that. So I'm like, are they using our money to go to these people and give them the money and then they get tax cuts using our
Probably,
money? I'm
hey?
like, this is very sus.
Probably. That's where my 2 rand's going.
Well, now it's
I
a
never
5 rand.
give the 2 rand. Yo,
Yeah, I never give the no. I just like
You guys are throwing me off
Yeah.
budget. So,
And I
So-
feel like people always go, they're like, no, not today, as if it's going to be tomorrow.
yeah. People
Everyone's
that
like-
say not today, I'm like, no.
Don't lie.
No. And sometimes I've seen that people have stopped asking me because there's this local food outlet that I go to all the time. It's always the same people that are there. They know me. I always say no. So they've stopped asking me. At this
they
point, it's
know
like,
me.
this
I
one
always
is
say no.
stingy.
It's
yeah, they're like,
crazy.
no. I know. Thank you. So I brought this up because I think about 2 weeks ago, I went to a restaurant. At this particular restaurant, there was a 10 rand added to the tip. Not to the tip, to the bill, to the whole bill. This is excluding the gratuity.
No, but remember when
whatever.
we spoke about this service fee at the
Yes.
beginning?
Oh, yes, the service
We did
fee
speak
and
about
all of
that.
that. So
Yeah.
this is totally different from that. It's like a separate little amount now on the side. Like
On top of the service
on
fee.
top of the service fee and the gratuity.
Get me out
For
of
what?
here.
For what?
For donations.
Thank God I do not pay for bills. Like, I would not take that. I'm sorry. It would be such a bad day for everyone there. Because if I have to pay this 10 rand, I don't know, guys.
And they just
Yeah.
added it.
They just add the 10 rand. So apparently it's like when you go to this restaurant, you know that this place is like a, those giving back to the community type of places. So when you eat there, you're eating at a place where you know that you are about to give to some poor person out there. So yeah, I was
Don't know how to respond.
you're laughing at poor people. What's happening?
We're not loving.
No.
Oh,
It's very serious.
yes. So I was shocked,
Yorke is so childish.
very, and talking.
Should I just leave now or?
No, stay, York. You need to hear my point about the 10 rand.
That's
You
the
need to-
only reason.
And then after
leave.
that, you can
That's
leave
the,
by
it's
all
the
means.
only
Thank you
reason
so
why
much.
you're here.
You need to hear my point.
That's crazy.
So this 10 rand, I was shocked. And then when I asked the lady what's happening, she was like, no, everybody who comes here understands. And I was like, I don't understand. Where is this written? It's not on the door. It's not. Nobody says anything about it. Apparently, you should just know that this is where you just going to have to pay this 10 rand. So I paid it, Sham.
It's so crazy because there's some places in Joburg, like some restaurants that charge you like 7 rand extra or something for like the mayo and the ketchup.
The condiment fight in restaurant is crazy.
It's so crazy.
You are paying for garlic, you are paying for cheese on the
Like, just add it to the bill so I know what's happening. Don't start saying, sorry, now that there's mayo, there's 10 rand more. Sorry, if you want this, there's... now you're going to say, oh, if you want to use a fork and a knife, sorry, you're going to have to pay. Just put it in the thing. Because stop playing with me. I hate that. I hate that.
No, I get it, Shem. I get it.
Like...
Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
coming with something. You're
Oh,
like,
no.
like,
No, it's
Okay.
like, you guys know that thing. Like
yeah, I hate it. So completely had it with this forced philanthropy on us. I'm not a philanthropist. When I want to, at my older age, I will be, because I feel like people who are philanthropists are like old and have made enough money to be comfortable enough to give back. Me, no. Not a student budget.
Yeah. 5
no.
rand yaka. No ways.
I need that 5 rand.
Yo,
I need it so
Every
bad.
penny counts. We sound so bad.
Every,
sound so poor.
Every penny counts.
No, but it's a real thing. That
It is a real
5 rand
thing.
adds up to 50 rand, adds up to 100 rand, and then it
1,000.
adds up to 1,000 rand. And then now I don't have groceries. No.
Because I gave you 2 rand.
No.
I gave you
Can't buy
for the whole year. I've been
groceries.
saying yes to the 2 rand.
Like-
Now I can't do anything for myself.
Yo, I've literally invested 1 million rand into this establishment.
I should be
No.
having shares by now.
Exactly.
Literally.
Ay,
No.
so, man, no way. So yeah, completely had it with that.
Had it.
Yeah. So let's move on to what we got up to. I think we should bring this to the listeners' attention.
So traumatic. So traumatic.
So it was your first time, yeah, going through this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So come, I tell you, at home. So we, as the drive team, the rush hour team, went on a little team building trip. I know it's a team building, but it's just like
Like it's
going out.
because it's not like we needed. We like helped each other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Team building is like
Oh.
an actual like activity, like, oh, we're gonna do this and then we're gonna go through courses and then we're gonna see how we work with each other.
No, but also it can be like
Okay, it can
can
be.
be like a
ideas, you know, like
casual-
let's go this way instead of that way, like how we did.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So we went on a hike, which was, I believe, your first hike in
Yes.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
First hike ever in Cape Town.
I want to say ever because I've went up a hill. I mean, no, I've went up a mountain, but it wasn't. Don't bore me. I went. Can you guys just wait? I went up. I've walked up a mountain.
You can't
before.
leave us hanging like this. Wait. For the benefit of the listener and viewer at home,
Yes.
this hill, what was the
No,
destination
it
of
was
the
a mistake. I didn't mean to say
Okay,
hill.
I thought you were going to like pray
No,
or something.
What's wrong with this guy?
That's people pray.
Okay. I've been up a mountain, like with my cousins. You
Doing
know,
what?
when we were younger. No, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, because we like when we go back like home and like we on the hill.
Makes
Okay, so we've
sense.
been up a mountain, but it wasn't a formal thing. Like we're going hiking. So this was my first like formal like we're hiking. This is the situation. Do you know what I mean?
And in Joburg, there's hiking trails. I was so shocked to find out.
How? Why?
Where
There's
are you
literally
hiking to Joburg?
There's
there are so
mountains.
many mountains.
Where?
Everywhere.
in
Like for
Joburg.
example,
Like in the
my
outskirts of Joburg.
outskirts.
It's
I
a
don't know.
crazy word, but I guess.
Like my homeland is in Lanseria. It's like there's mountains everywhere you can hike
Okay.
up. So there's a lot of places. That's not just all, right? There's,
Yeah, I
it's
also
everywhere.
live by
There's-
mountains.
There's nothing to
never seen a
do
mountain in
except go
Joburg.
up a mountain, really, because there's no beach. So we just
So people
walk.
hike quite often. But
Yeah.
it's not. There's in Cape Town, everybody hikes.
Yeah.
Literally everybody.
It's a lifestyle.
There are like four things in Cape Town everybody does. You either hike, or you surf, or you run, or you cycle, or you do all of them. That's
Or
just
you do
always
coke.
All that. That's the fifth one. No, because genuinely, that is all Cape Town people do. That is what
Yeah.
happens here. Those are your activities.
Oh, you took coke. It's killing me because what? Like
No.
literally.
And it
Yeah,
is-
that's like,
it-
it must be there in the falls.
Mm.
Yeah. So we went on this hike. We digress. We are digressing so much.
Yes, we went to Woodstock Cave.
Yeah, Woodstock Cave. The most terrible
Did we?
thing.
Wait, why?
That was a 5 hour. We started at like 7.
Oh,
we
I
ended
thought you
at
meant
12.
the destination was terrible.
Oh, no, it was beautiful.
It was
It was
It was
beautiful.
actually quite beautiful.
Yes.
And we took some lovely pictures that we looked very orange on, but it's fine.
I looked crazy in those pictures. When you guys kept reposting, I was like, no, but yeah, so basically what happened was Jack decided, no, guys, like, let's stop following the trail and let's just go up this bush because I can see the road. So we trusted him because he's
No,
tall.
I'd like to point out that at first I was like, let's just stay on the path.
Okay,
Like, there's
yeah.
a path for a reason. It's
Yeah.
going to take us... I know it looks windy and long, but it's going to take
Wait,
quicker
can I make a
than walking
disclaimer?
through the wilderness.
The path that we were using was not for hiking. It was for cycling.
Okay,
it was
but-
a cycling path.
but you
Okay,
can,
but
at least
where
it was,
was
a
the
path
walking path, though?
Where
Like,
everybody else
seriously.
came from. Where everybody else that was in the cave came from.
where you have to walk around the whole mountain, though.
Oh.
Yes, that's the hike.
We went, first of all, the
fine.
Uber driver dropped us off at the wrong place. That was the problem.
Firstly,
That
the Uber
was-
thing.
Oh my goodness!
And the
wait,
marathon.
Let's tell them the
See,
story
people
from the
run
beginning.
in Cape Town. There was a marathon when we wanted to go hiking and we couldn't get there.
Exactly. So they were coming to fetch me from my place, and I live on Main Road, so that's where the thing was
The
taking place.
whole main road was like closed.
So they were like, we're gonna wait for you on like.
Some robots, and then you had to walk.
I literally had to walk to go find them. We get there, Jack's now gone to go fetch some to go buy.
Because I had put like a stop at a garage to buy like snacks and then to buy like water. But we couldn't get to the garage because the whole main road was closed because of the people that are doing the marathon. Nah? So I had to then where we stopped at the corner that we were going to pick you up, there was a garage opposite. So I was like, oh, well, let me just go to the garage there because we can't go to that one. Then
And
I
you
went there.
probably thought that I was gonna take longer.
Yes, I thought we were going to like walk because I don't know where you stay, how close it was to where we were.
But also, you
I
didn't
was-
expect the garage to be...
And
doing-
the garage, come I tell you.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
this day was cursed
day
from
was
the
insane.
beginning.
Like
When I get to the garage, I see people are there busy, busy counting money, and then I'm like, okay, I pick up my things, put it in the basket. I'm here at the till. I'm a very efficient shopper. I get what I want. I'm done. I put it down. I get there, and then the sister looks at me and be like, "Oh, you want to pay?" And I'm just like, "Why else would I be standing here?"
And she could have
Ready.
told you when you were taking everything.
When I came in, they could have
She's
just
weird.
said, "No."
You're weird. Do you know that sound on TikTok? I'm sorry, guys. Okay. keep going.
Okay.
Wow.
Um,
Back to the story. Back why we're here. That was quite weird. I think you are the weird one. In
You're,
this,
you're just avoiding eye contact with me.
he also doesn't want to be associated with this.
You guys just don't get it, but okay.
Yeah. So when I came to the garage, let me finish my story. Please. The garage is like, no, we are changing the daytime shift is coming in, so the nighttime shift is leaving. So now we can't open the tills because we have to count the money. We have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's been, okay, how long is that going to take? And then she said, oh, no, just like 1 minute. Oh, no, okay, cool, fine. 2 minutes in, I'm like, Sissy, you said this is going to be wrapped up in like a minute. I see you are still like relaxed singing your song here and counting the money. And then she says, go and pay at the other counter where people pay for like pies and whatever. I go there. The guy says, no, I can't open yet. It's not open. It still says closed. I'm like, so, okay, what's happening here? Can somebody tell me what must I do? How long is this going to take so that I know to tell my people that give me about 5 minutes? Everyone's like, no, just 1 minute, 1 minute. I was like, no, I'm tired of this. And then this one comes running from with a speed point where they pay for the petrol. And then now they're walking around the store counting how much everything is that is in the basket because they count like 2, and then so they have to go around the store, see how much everything that I have and calculate it so that it was
That's insane.
insane.
So
It was
I was sitting in the
insane.
Uber and we're like,
Panicking.
Yeah, I had to go through a lot, guys, to get the water.
I
we're like,
literally,
he's gonna be here now. He's coming. He's coming. He's
I
coming.
literally sent a message on the group chat saying, God, please.
Hurry
It took so
up.
long.
Yeah, it was long because they were going around the shop counting how much.
You didn't tell us that.
how much
That's
is this?
crazy.
That is crazy.
That's what happened.
Also, I feel like we should mention to the viewer/listener that this was at what time in the morning?
About like 6:30.
But that makes sense
And we
because they're
decided-
changing shifts at 6.
Yeah, and we decided to go for this hike at like 11 the night before, just to preface that.
Yeah.
This was a bad idea from the beginning.
Yeah, and then that was done. I was like, yay, let's go. We ready for the hike?
The Uber driver did not know where to leave us. Basically, I think we put in the wrong location. I'm not sure. Like, I
Yeah, I
actually don't
wanted
know.
to take him up the mountain, like drive up the hike.
Yeah, and then we ended up like at some like little gate.
We
And
had
then-
to jump
Eventually,
And we
after
jumped
missing the exit 3
oh
times,
my goodness, we
and
jumped
having to
over the
drive,
gate. The gate wasn't even open.
We,
I think
broke
I
in.
think we're admitting to crime here.
Oh, it's fine.
Nobody knows where exactly.
We just said,
told
No,
them.
we said what's okay, but we didn't say where the gate is. It could be
Okay.
any gate.
Yeah. So the gate was closed, and then we jumped over the gate. We should have never did that.
Yeah,
and
we
then
That
we
should have
started,
been our first sign to
Ex-
go home. Actually, like that
or
was
like
the
to find
sign
a
at that
different
point.
place to like enter.
that.
And then we started walking.
Yo.
We thought we were in someone's yard because there was just a house, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're in the
Then there
right
was this
place.
strange man that we thought was gonna kill us.
That was so
Literally.
scary. We started walking.
He
I'm
was
like, should we pick up a
meditating,
rock?
and like he was like standing still, and his eyes were closed, and we're like so scared.
But like he was facing us, so we couldn't tell at first that his eyes were closed, and we're like, he's just staring at us. I thought we were dying. I
Yeah.
genuinely thought that was
And
the
then
last.
Tshegofatso was screaming, "Did you guys bring weapons? I hope you brought weapons.
No, literally,
Why
the
would you bring
hike.
weapons?
a knife
Why would we bring a knife?"
because we're in South Africa.
So when you and your
safe.
cousin were going up the hill,
No,
take a
that's
did you have?
that's our land though. So
Oh, you guys have a farm, and you have land that you can hike on.
we also have a farm.
Okay, it's been fun, yo. This podcast has been
Okay.
very fun.
I
have
did
nothing.
say
When was this? I
we
don't
have a farm.
So you also stay on a farm.
I don't stay on a farm. We have a farm. Our family,
Where's this farm?
the Masilela clan in Lanseria.
She's genuinely told us like 3
I've
times.
I've never heard of this farm. Never.
It's because you're too busy making fun of me for my farm. You
It's because he doesn't have a farm.
I need
It's
land.
because
I
you don't
need
have a
I need to
farm.
be serious. I need to stand on business.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get a farm?
take all those 2 rands that you were gonna
Hashtag-
donate.
We
and get
inherited
farm.
Jack a
it.
farm.
We inherited it. So I don't know how you're gonna start from the bottom, but good luck. Good luck.
Ish. This
Hey.
is problematic. Yeah, so we almost died. Get back to the hike. Then
Oh,
we
yeah.
almost died. I don't even want to talk about this now because I don't have a farm. I feel like you guys should be talking.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Okay, so we were walking. I'm already exhausted, guys. Was I not exhausted
You
in
were
the first
exhausted.
5 minutes? No, but
So
because
you didn't sleep though. You did say that you slept
Also,
at like
you
3.
slept like 1 hour, like if even that.
I think it was 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was so crazy. It's because also the first few like steps was like really, it was steep. And then we got to a point where we started walking normally. And then Jack's bright idea of like let's just walk through this like wilderness.
Like a shortcut, yeah, because the path's
He
right
was
there.
like, no, the path is right there.
I can
But
see
then-
it.
But he said, I can see it. But then when I looked, it looked like there was a path.
It did
That's what
look-
I
look
say.
like
When I
it.
looked, I saw that like, okay, there's a road there, so we're just gonna be like,
Yeah,
shortcut,
so-
and then we get there.
So we go
Can't.
up. As soon as we think we're stepping onto the road, it's
No.
like, no, you're just at the
You
top
still
of
have to go
something.
up.
But the wilderness was a lot more wild than we thought.
Guys,
we started walking.
we
The bushes
walked-
are this thick. They were like thorns.
There was-
getting cut. I was wearing shorts, and I was just getting
It was
cut.
so
like
bad.
Yeah.
I started bleeding, and I was like, "Well, we don't have a choice. We have to keep going. We can't turn back." And we're just looking.
I
for
think
the
at that
road.
point we should have used the emergency number that we had.
Honestly,
No.
after walking in the wilderness for 20 minutes and not seeing a path, I was genuinely like, "This is where it ends."
I think we actually walked for like an hour.
Yeah,
and a
but I
little
mean,
bit.
after the 20-minute mark and I didn't see a path, I was like, okay, this
Yeah,
is
it
it.
was so
Like, we're
bad.
never finding a path. This is where I die.
But then we found a path and then...
Eventually.
Then we
Climb.
got
We
to
had
the
to
cave.
climb up to get to that path.
Oh yeah, I remember the climbing up and pulling off trees.
You guys literally had to lift me. Oh my word, it was crazy.
It was insane.
No, it was a bit insane.
Then we walk and we see a sign.
We're like, oh,
the trail
finally.
starts now.
Yes, it says this trail starts now after we've been walking for 3 hours.
Been to hell and back. I'm like done. I'm like, okay, can we go home? The
And then
trail
only
starts
now this hike is
Oh,
supposed to start.
You know when we Googled and it said 1 hour, 30 minutes? That's when it was starting. The 1 hour, 30 minutes was starting then.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, that was
Really
crazy.
did.
But then we finally got there and it was nice.
And it was so
It
beautiful.
It
was
was
really
cold.
beautiful.
It was nice.
Yeah. it
And
was
then
really
a giant
beautiful.
group came and ruined everything.
Yeah, they were making noise and Jack hates that. We
Let's
had
talk
to
about
leave
people on the
immediately.
hike. Like there should be hiking etiquette. Like you can't be screaming and screeching on top of your voice at a hike. We are in nature. Like
Those
take it
men are
in.
weird.
Yay.
It was crazy.
Even those women, because there were
Everyone.
women there. Everyone, every single
And the
them.
people that we found on the cave, they were like nice, chilling.
very
They were
chilled.
chill.
Yeah.
And then that group came. I was like, okay, guys, I think it's time for us to pack up. And
No,
leave.
we literally.
And then we were like, yeah, let's leave.
Yeah.
And
They
then
do not follow
they
us.
follow us.
Do they not leave the same time we leave?
I
like you
wanted
would have
And
them
left
then
the same time.
while we're walking, they're like, "No, come this way."
Yeah, we were like, let's just go back the way we came. We know it's long, but like we know how to get there. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, we went this way. And we're like,
Yeah.
guys, I don't know if this is a good idea, but
And then they're like, come.
come.
And then this is us. Yeah. Because we are incompetent hikers. This is us
But
walking
also,
towards the
they
people.
we also believe them because they're like a hiking club, you know. So we were like, no, it's fine. But then also, I think they were right about it being shorter. We just went the wrong way because we lost them, right?
Yeah.
We
We were
lost-
supposed to go through the gate that I said, let's go through. And then you all said, no, we don't know where those people are coming from.
because
Oh.
we
Let's
don't
not use the gate.
because we learned our lesson when we listened to you on hikes. We didn't want to do it again. I was not walking through the wilderness, through the
Yo,
bushes.
Guys, remember when I was holding onto all the plants just so I couldn't fall because it was so.
So
And
let's
then-
tell them what happened when we left. How we start walking across the mountain. Like we're walking and we're like, okay, we're gonna start going down soon. It's been like 40 minutes and we're like, why are we still at the top of the mountain?
Yeah,
And
we were
just
on top of the
walking
mountain for like a long time.
for a long time. We walked from Woodstock and then we were like walked around Devil's Peak and we're like, okay, surely we're going down now. And then eventually we got to
the
King's
King's
Blockhouse.
Blockhouse, yeah.
But the wind was being insane. I was walking like this,
We
like
almost
at an angle, vertically. I mean, what's this one? But I don't know.
That one.
Diagonally. That's the one. Sorry. And to like
Sorry.
not get blown away and
Yeah.
die for a third time on the hike. We're all like holding onto things on a path this small on the top of a mountain. And then eventually we get there and we're like, okay,
And Tshegofatso is dragging herself. She's literally going like this down the mountain. I
'cause
was
we
like,
get
this
to the
girl is going to
blockhouse,
die.
and there's
No,
like three
but guys,
different
the
routes.
reason why I started sliding down the hill is because I thought I was gonna fall because I had fell before
Before.
that because it's so steep and then now my knees are getting tired. My ankles are literally messed up. So I was like, okay, like let me just slide down at this point because I'm already dirty. So let me just slide down because I was falling over, guys.
It was
don't,
insane.
Don't act like you guys weren't there and you guys didn't see what happened.
I was
When
falling
were we
over also.
acting?
Yorke was the one who was fine because he was already down there waiting for us to come down. So I was
Yeah.
also like fighting for my
Yeah.
life.
'Cause when we got
I
to-
said, Yorke, catch me. Yorke
No,
said, okay, I'll catch you.
uh.
Guys, I literally fell over, almost died.
I'm gonna defend. Well, firstly, we got to the blockhouse, and then there were like 3 routes to go down, and then this guy climbed up, and we're like, "Is this like how you get down?" And he's like, "Yes, just be careful. It's very steep." And he's like, "Otherwise, the other route is really long." So we're like, "Okay, we're not hiking for another 6 hours. Let's take the steep route. It's fine. It's downhill." I think we underestimated how steep it was.
We are the most incompetent
Guys,
hikers that I've
going
ever
downhill
met.
was harder than going
It was
up.
so bad. My
Wow.
ankles were like so messed. All of us were complaining. Tshegofatso started screaming, like
Yeah.
just into.
She was
into
screaming the whole
mountains.
time.
Yeah, I was screaming.
And
I'm
then
sorry.
we were like holding onto things because the wind again like was nearly taking us and flying us back
And
to
then I couldn't
Joburg.
stop laughing
We couldn't stop laughing because we
because I was
just
having a
felt
mental
insane.
breakdown.
Yeah, we all had a mental breakdown.
We get to
We're
the-
like, we don't know what's happening.
Now we have to climb because there's no path and like climb between trees and like jump off a rock. And then Seko gets there.
Climb between trees.
We did. There was that one.
Yeah.
Remember? And then you get to the end and you're like, "No, I'm scared." So I was like, "Just jump. Like I'll catch you." She gets ready to jump. I'm like, "Okay, she's about to jump." And then she slides down the rock face like it's a slippy slide, drags her whole like body across.
Yeah,
the,
her
like,
whole body was like,
pop, pop, pop. Rocks, and then she like falls at the bottom. I'm like, that's not what I asked you to do.
I panicked.
and then and when she gets to the bottom, she's still shouting at New York. She's like, you could have catched me.
I'm like, no, I could not have caught you.
What have tears in your eyes?
Because I'm laughing.
He's
Oh.
guilty for not catching you.
That's crazy.
Alrighty, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Then we finished the hike. Well, didn't
At
actually
Rhodes
finish the hike. We
Memorial.
had to
Walked from Woodstock.
from Woodstock to
Rhodes
Rhodes
Memorial.
Memorial, where we got into UCT using the back door.
Let's just say that.
Also, yeah, UCT, can you please fix the fence because it's broken up there.
And we have no choice but to
Nah.
just slide in.
Anybody could just walk in there
Yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
just like a little open hole on the fence. So yeah, UCT fix
we
the
noticed
business.
there's a gap in the fence that.
Yeah, and
people
then we
could
were
get
like, God
through.
is like seeing us and answering our problems right now. Yeah, and then we just went through the whole. We were at the tennis club at some point. Then we ended up at Steve
climbing
Biko.
over things, trying to
Yo.
get back.
Yeah, no, terrible.
And we were hungry.
Would you guys?
Starving.
Would you then guys say, because since we are such incompetent hikers, would you join a hiking club?
No. I have no interest in walking around.
I feel like I would if we actually went on the 1.5-hour hike and not a 5-hour hike from
But also,
Woodstock
like,
to
why are we walking
Rondebosch.
around? Oh, is it like fitness?
That and also like you get really pretty trails that like the walk is pretty. This one was nice, but you get some that are like in forests and whatever, so the walk's actually like really pretty.
Yeah, York is into the hiking culture.
Not really.
I
but,
also
like,
am.
would
Like
do
I
it.
love hiking. I just want to get to the point where I'm on top already.
I need
Like
like
just
a
come
Same.
down
2-month
so I can
break.
take pictures.
Like I can't hike for the next 2 months.
You see, I feel like
After that traumatic experience, I have PTSD.
aesthetically, it's amazing, but like the real work that
In
you have to put in
reality,
is
I
crazy.
agree.
It's insane, especially when the sun is like scorching hot, like
Yo.
how it was.
And the wind.
I still literally have like burns, guys. Literally.
Okay. I feel like the
I'm
wind
gonna
was
I'm
worse.
gonna beat you up after this.
Inciting violence? No.
Inciting violence, you can't do that.
Sorry.
Love
Anyways,
this.
Anyway.
We are changed humans, calling people out.
period.
All right. Anyway, let's wrap it up here today. It was lovely. It's been a great day here at the Something Something podcast.
Guys, I just did something so weird that you guys are gonna you're
Here
gonna
we
see
go
when you're
again.
editing. I looked into the camera and I started doing
Please. Please. Just
I don't know.
We are never winning.
It's all these lights. I'm dizzy and I'm hungry. We need to leave.
okay,
leave.
it's time, that's time to
go.
wrap it up.
Right.
Moral of the story, never go hiking with us.
Yeah,
Yes.
never go hiking with us. Very incompetent. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.